Welcome, my name is Barney Reese. I am the author of How Blessed You Are God's Promises. We will be reading chapter 33 on How Blessed You Are God's Promises. I've decided to read this book to the world. I do not know what this is going to bring, but I know it will be out there for people that are going through hardships and hard things. This is my lowest point in life. This is why I'm reading this. I couldn't come back from it. I couldn't feel anything for 7 years or longer. I truly was broken, beyond broken. I learned that through your subconscious mind. That's how I know so much about all the stuff I'm reading. After I got back up and learned this, I wanted to learn even more. This made me become spiritual. But at the same time, I still treasure this book because I know where the information came from and who it came from. Our real creator of the universe. So I hope you enjoy this book, and I hope that it will lead you and your family into prosperity and the things that you are going through and be a guide for all. So let's get started. Longevity. This is chapter 33. You can shorten and lengthen your days depending on what you put in your mind, body and mind. Good things for good and bad things for bad. You have to decide what they may be. And God will direct your steps if you just ask. Deuteronomy 4:40. You shall therefore keep his statutes and his commandments, which I command you today, and it may go well with you and with your children after you, that you may prolong your days in the land which the Lord your God has given you for all time. Deuteronomy 11:21. That your days and your days of your children may be multiplied in the land of which the Lord swore to your fathers to give them, like the days of heaven above the earth. Psalms 21:4. He asked life from you, and you gave it to him, length of days forever and ever. Psalms 21:5. His glory is great in your salvation, honor and majesty you have placed upon him. Psalms 21:6. For you have made him most blessed forever. You have made him exceedingly glad with your presence. Psalms 21:7. For the king trusts in the Lord, and through the mercy of the Most High he shall be removed. Psalms 91:16. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Proverbs 3:1. My son, do not forget my law, but let your heart keep my commandments. Proverbs 3:2. For the length of the days and long life and peace will add to you. Proverbs 3:3. Let not mercy and trust forsake you, and bind around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Proverbs 3:4. And so find favor and high esteem in the sight of the God and man. Proverbs 9:11. For by me your days will be multiplied, and your years of life will be added to you. Your longevity. I wish I could say that your life would go on and on forever, but sadly it will not. Some of you will only have a very brief time on this earth. Some may end up getting an incurable disease, and that was sexual, self-inflicted by the choices you made, drug-related, or done by stupid mistakes you made while you were younger. Some examples: drugs prescribed or otherwise, alcohol, not taking care of your holy temple, overeating, lack of exercise, jumping and diving off of a bridge before checking to make sure it's safe. It could go on and on, but if you are taking risks, well, you may just die. If you die before you give your life to Jesus Christ, you will go to hell or Hades, as the Greeks like to call it. And this is according to the Christian faith as well. To pray Jesus Christ into your heart, ask him to forgive you of your sin, and by his precious blood on the cross, for all we know and live. And if you do this, you'll be saved. The only way to be an heir to God and the creator of the universe is to make Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior, according to the Christian faith. Your longevity of life starts with you, and what do you live longer? Are you exercising? Are you watching what you eat or drink? Are you taking care of your body? Are you having unprotected sex with many partners? Are you doing things that may kill you? If you answered yes to any of these, you may not live a long life, long as you think. Your longevity of your life is based on you and what you're doing to be safe. See, some of you may want to swim across a river because you are strong and can, but what you do not know, you may die because of being a showboat. The river current was stronger than usual. The athletic man wanted to impress everybody and decided to swim to the other side. About midway, he got a cramp and drowned. Oh, by the way, my mom watched this when she was younger. The man drowned for real. I remember when I was about 8 years old, I did something that I should not have done. I was visiting my girlfriend at the time, and I was on top of the roof of an apartment. They were gray and metal. I decided I would impress her, so I would just slide down the roof. It was steep, and I almost went over the edge, which, being as high up as I would, had probably killed me. Note, you being a daredevil, how is it risk? And remember, most famous daredevils check and recheck everything before they take that risk. If you were to get a cut and be bleeding, and get in a piranha-infested water, you would be eaten alive in seconds. But if you were not wounded, you would not be eaten. If you were to jump off of a very high bridge, you would probably die. If you went to jump off a high bridge, you would probably die. If you drove too fast in a car all the time and you tried to take curves too fast, you would probably have an accident or be killed, depending on some factors. There are people who get into a flying suit and fly or glide for a few brief moments. They do it again and again. Some of the flights are fatal. If you drink something that is poisonous, you may die. If you air a tire up too much, you may die. If you take foolish chances, do things because you are drunk, you could die. There are people who do dangerous jobs every day. For instance, diving underwater, welding, drug taking, prescribed drugs, overtaking, and then mixing it with alcohol. Alcoholism, more than that, realize they are an alcoholic, have let the alcohol destroy their body. What used to be fun is not anymore. In short, we all live to die. Anything can kill you. Being stupid is so excuse. As the saying goes, think before you leap. The average human being will only live till they are about 100 years old. It could be our diet. It could be the place we choose to live. It could be the things we choose to do for our holy temple. The point I'm trying to make it, well, will not live forever. If you choose drugs, then you might develop an addiction, which you get with a crocodile mind, which for you with drugs, water, and sometimes food. If you're one of these people, seek help before it's too late. You read about the stars, Prince, Michael Jackson, Jim Morrison, River Phoenix, and many others that chose to do drugs and alcohol and did not live to tell the tale. Keep in mind, I'm not bashing you, just stating facts. It will be up to you to decide what is best for your life. The Creator of the universe made you and gave you dominion over everything on earth, whether big or small. He asked you to take care of his holy temple, which is, and in return, you would live more abundantly. I think we all fall short of this. We think we are unstoppable, immortal, unbreakable, and that we can take risks and live to see other days. Guess what? Some of us do, but others do not. The man who dived off the bridge before making sure died, broke his neck. The man who drove around the curve at too high speed died. The little girl that tried crack cocaine died, her heart burst. The person addicted to heroin got AIDS and died. The alcoholic died from complications of liver and pancreas. The porn star or the prostitute that had unprotected sex died from a sexually transmitted disease. The little girl that decided to find a date on the Craigslist personal died of AIDS. Her first time in unprotected sex was her last. The rock star, pop star, and Hollywood stars died of an overdose with the prescribed medication they took. The daredevil in the flying suit died, got too close to the cliff. The free jumper died on his second jump. In short, life is what you make it. Take care of your holy temple. Do not defile it. We only get one life to live. Live to the fullest, but with some caution. Also beware of sin, because some sin can kill you. Learn to be thankful from the Creator of the universe for one more day, because once you are complaining about how bad everything else is, someone is breathing their last. And some become because of foolish choices they made about their holy temple when they were younger. I hope you're enjoying this book. That was chapter 23, which was your longevity and longevity. I'm reading it as I would read it. The promises are first, and then what I got from it at that time and that day. This is how this book got read. It was not reading through any other way. And it took a long time to write the book, but at the same time, it's a blessing to so many people that will listen to me and hear it, because this was at my lowest point, and I'm trying to lift you up. Now, people said that everybody has their own view of this book. I've had 2 reviews on this book. Yes, you pay for your reviews. So if somebody ever tells you you don't, you don't. That's why it's important, if you do like this book and you do resonate with this book, to let people know on Amazon and other places, because it helps the authors that are trying to sell their books to sell more books. Reviews really do make a difference. They make a difference in everybody's life. So consider that as you're listening to this. I decided to do this book because I think it needs to be to the world. When you decide to do something like this, you do it because it's selfless. And you do it because it's the right thing to do. And you know that God has put it in your heart to do so. So I hope you're enjoying. We'll go to chapter 34 next, which just be in a few minutes. I'm reading as much as I can because I don't know how long I have. I could wake up one day and be gone the next. Never know.